Hi students, how are you? Have you gone through last session topic? Which one? Economy and its types, right? That's what we discussed in the last class, right? So today, the another one, that means economic system. Economic systems. You know the meaning of what is mean by economy. Economy means where the place or the area to carry over the economic activity, that is called economy. That is what we studied in the last class, right? Same, you understand the system, economy and the system. System, the sense what? Manner or procedures or what? Rules. That's what following in the system. So now you add economic and system. Economic system, economic systems, right? Economic system means a manner in which individual and institution both are connected together to carry over the economic activities in the particular area, that is called economic system. தனி மனிதனும் அல்லது மனிதர்களும் நிறுவனங்களும் ஒன்று சேர்ந்து மக்களுக்கு அல்லது நுகர்வோருக்கு கன்சியூமருக்கு தேவையான விஷயங்களை செய்கின்ற அல்லது மேற்கொள்கின்ற நடவடிக்கை செய்கின்ற இடத்திற்கு பெயர் எக்கனாமிக் சிஸ்டம் என்று சொல்கிறோம், ரைட்? தட் இஸ் வாட் இந்த மீனிங் இன் தமிழ், எக்கனாமிக் சிஸ்டம், ரைட்? Okay. The economic systems based on the system, not in the activity. Please keep in your mind, it is based on economic system, right? Economic system basis, the major types is 3. One is capitalist economy, and second one is socialistic economy, then third mixed economy. Right? First one, capitalist economy means all the production activities, majority, 100% near to, owned by the private ownership or private sector. Right? That is mainly capitalist economy. Second one, socialist economy, in the sense just opposite of capitalistic economy. Here public ownership is a dominant force, not in the perimeter to private ownership, only on public ownership, right? And third one, mixed economy. Here both public and private ownerships are take over the economic activity, that is called mixed economy, right? Clear, understand? Now we go by one in detail wise, right? First one, the capitalistic economy. The capitalist economy or private ownership are fully encouraged and supported and very much influenced by classical economists. Classical economics in the sense, initials people say, for example, the father of the economic, Adam Smith, You know that? Father of economics Adam Smith also very much influenced in the capitalist economy system. Capitalist economy system followed by all the classical economics. Ricardo, J.B. Say, these are all the whole economics or classical economics are supported the capitalistic economy. Right? So capitalist economy in the situations fully or private ownership, that means none of the system or none of the person will not be interact the economic activity, because only on private people's or private ownership take positions. Right? So we call it as the capitalist economy as free economy. Free in the sense private ownership only doing the majority of activities. So no one interaction will be there. Especially government interaction will not be there. Right? So another name is market economy, because there are ownership. They will fix the production level. They fix the market demand, or they will fix the supply, and they will also fix the price. That is why we call it as market economy, because private ownerships also are fixing that. Right? That is one. Another same thing is expressed by laissez-faire. Laissez-faire, that means free economy. That means free economy. The system is usually followed by, in present countries, majority of USA, Japan, Australia and West German. It is also example for the capitalist economy. Right? And one more thing, in modern ways, in recently, we are thinking about globalized. That means international wise. Right? So connect all the nations. Connect or joint venture. Connect all nations together through trade. For what? International growth or global growth. That's what our professor Manfred D. Steger, he has coined the word globalization in the year 2002. The globalization is also called the extended capitalism. Extended capitalism or extended globalization. Okay? So now you understand what is meant by economic system, what are the three major economic types, and now we are moving to major one, that is capitalist economic. So that is what the introduction part. Next we will see the features, advantages and limitations. Okay? So next. Okay students. Now next we are going to discuss the capitalist economy features. What are the features of capitalistic economy? First one is, in capitalist economy there will be a private ownership and the law of inheritance. What is that? As already said, in capitalist economy, all economic activity or more or less production fully owned by private ownership. Their wealth and their level of action or activities are fully responsible and fully have the rights to as they are willing or as they are wish in the capitalist economy. So productions is everything is private ownership. All enterprises, production as well as the enterprises are owned by the private ownership. If the owner is dead, onus debt means automatically the entire system is come to their is inheritance. அவங்களுடைய வாரிசுக்கு அந்த உரிமையானது அப்படியே சென்றுவிடும். That is what in the first one. Second, freedom of choice and enterprises. In the capitalist economy fully owned by private, so that they will have full freedom what to produce, how to produce, and how much to produce, to whom to produce. That is, all the decisions are taken by private ownership. None of the persons are actually, government also not interfere that these rights. So there will be a fully freedom of choice at the same time. Enterprises in or trade, what to trade, what to business, what they can sell, how much they can, where to sell. That is what, and even price also they will freedom, right? That is what in freedom of choice and enterprises. Third one, in capitalist economy, you can call this very vital part is profit motive. You can easily call it as the heart of economic or the heart of capitalistic economy. Capitalistic economy, profit motive. So that for that they can use advanced technology or any system they can follow, but ultimate for the aim of all the producers in the capitalistic economy, maximize their profit. Maximize their profit. Okay? Next one. Free competition. What is that? In capitalist economy, the producer have the power or rights what to produce, how to produce, and where to produce. Everything is controlled or regulated by the private ownership. At the same time, the consumers also have the rights to choose their material or to buy, where to buy, how to buy, and how much to buy. Every rights are being by the buyers. So there will be a tight competition between both buyer and seller. That is what free competition. And fifth one, price mechanism. The capitalist economy is a very vital thing, is like profit motive. At the same time, the entire market force, what is that market force? Demand, supply and price. Demand, supply and price are regulated only by them only. The system is called price mechanism. That is a driving force. The economic system பெரிய பவர்ஃபுல்லாக ரன் பண்ணிட்டு போகிறது எது? Price mechanism. Right? Next one is role of government. In the capitalist economy, the role of government is very much of limited or minimum. They will interact only then just protection of our wealth as well as the public health, defense, divan and welfare of the people. That is what followed by the government. So government role is very much limited in the capitalistic economy because entire economic law is followed by the private ownership. Okay? Then last one. In capitalist economy, there will be an inequality of income because there will be a vast gap between the workers and the owners. Because the private owners can have the much of income. So there will be a possibility is income inequalities. So now you understand what about the features, right? So next we are going to discuss what are the benefits or what are the merits in the capitalist economy in the sense. First one is automatic working. In capitalist economy, because every economic activity is done by the private ownership. So they can put the effort or advanced technology or how much we can use the resources, right? So without government or any intervention, automatically the economy will be run around, right? So first one is automatically working system is called capitalist economy. Second, you already know that every human persons are having eager to get more profit or more wealth and resources. That was so that the reason the entire resources they will use more and more efficient. They will cautious for no wastages. So the production will be so high and also they are earning also high comparatively, right? Next one. Third one is incentive for the hard workers. In the capitalist economy, what will be there? In the capitalist economy, what will be there? They will use one talent. Already you know that bonus, incentives and extra things they are giving. No. What for that? If any person or any production coming under the hardship or hard manners or hard workers or hard working, that's the system who are given the first or most efficient means, there will be awarded. They will be awarded. Now we are telling about the bonus or something else. No. Extra we are providing for those who are given the efficient work. Same it was happening in the capitalistic economy, right? Economic progress. Next, economic progress. What is the economic progress? Production and productivity will very much increase as their demand increase. As the consumption or demand increases, both production and productivity also getting together with for our highest promoted for the capitalist person's lifestyle, right? Next one is consumer sovereignty. Consumer sovereignty in this, because of the high production and productivity, the entire consumers will be fully satisfied as they can get what are they wish they wanted to utilize. They can easily get from the capitalist economy, right? Next one is high rate of capital formation. High rate of capital formation. When the production is increased, automatically what will happen? Income will increases. Income will be increases. If the income increases, along with savings also increase. As income increases, savings also increases. When the savings increases, capital formation, that is for reinvestment. Savings increase, automatically the capital formation also increase for the further development, right? So next one, the development of new technology in the capitalist economy is a higher level of high technology. They will be used, or new innovation, new ideas will be go for increase the systems will available in the capitalist economy system, right? So now you all understand about what are the merits in the capitalistic economy, right? So finally, we are going to discuss about what are the demerits. What are the demerits in the capitalist economy? First one is concentration of wealth and income. As the private ownership is always leads to profit or profit maximization. At the same time, the richer becomes always rich and poor always become as a poor. That is a very much demerits in the capitalist economy. First one. Second one, wastage of resources. because of the competition between the producers, competition are the producers through advertisements or material or duplicate in the sense, make competition between the producers, the wastage of resources will be very much. Wastage of resources will be very much in the capitalist economy. Right? Then third one is class struggle. Class struggle in the sense? Yes, exactly. Producer and workers. So producer and workers, between the two, always will be class struggle will be go on in the capitalist economy. Right? Next one is business cycle. Business cycle. The boom, recession and falling down, then recovery. The business cycle is collapse here and there because of the heavy competition, and also they are following their own policies in each and every private individuals. That is what the private business cycles moves are sometimes leads to financial crisis or economic crisis also in their situations. Right? Finally, the production of essential goods, or they will not concentration on the essential goods, because in the capitalist economy all private ownership are fully concentrated which product will be higher profit or which product they will be give a maximization of profit. That is what their main idea. So they don't bother about the what are the essential to the consumer or the people. So essential goods production also sometimes not bothered in the capitalistic economy. Right? So that is what the demerits of the capitalist economy. Okay students, today we discussed about what is meant by economic system, what are the economic system types, and capitalist, socialist and mixed. And now we are detailed discuss about the capitalist economy. What is my capitalist economy? What are their features and what are the merits and what are the demerits of the capitalist economy. Right? Okay, thank you students. We will see the next class for the next topic. Okay.